My name is Molade Afolajuwon, aka DJ Rabbit.
Yuma Dixon,
Naomi Idina Oguma,
Cynthia Noli Akuba, Daniela,
Elsie Godred,
Akenyi Kome,
Blessing Agunane,
Evangeline,
Vanessa Dase,
Sandra Osike,
Mojisola Odushola.
My name is Didi.
My name is Kemi Smalls. What would I say is the best part about being a woman? We have a nice blend, of strength, of resilience, of creativity. I would also say that we have this profound capacity to just foster empathy and create deep, meaningful connections. We have the ability to juggle multiple roles, from being caregivers to leaders to innovators to community builders. We handle all of these roles and we handle it excellently. Plus, we're so beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been asked this question before, but I'd say it's just being a woman, being me, being Rabbit, the fact that I have free will to be myself, the fact that I am a woman and I'm strong and I don't feel less of myself, I represent something, is enough to feel good about being a woman.
getting ready, getting dressed to go out. I find that really fun.
We're able to tell whenever something is right or wrong with a person or a place. That's our intuition. And the second thing is being able to wear whatever you want.
I'm going to take it from a personal perspective, and I guess for me, that's being myself 100%. For me, it's about being confident, resilient, strong, whatever it is I set my heart to do, bringing my A game all the time, and yeah.
I'm always happy. I get to do whatever I want to do. I can fight, I can cry. The world won't complain that I'm crying. I can also be selfless and dependable on myself.
The fact that I could endlessly be versatile. At one point, I could be soft and, emotional. At another point, I could just be bold and try to do this hard girl thing. Then I could also experiment, makeup, lashes, changing clothes, and, all this girly stuff.
The best part for me is I can be whatever I want to be. In a world that expects me to be one thing.
I get to be a friend, a mother, a wife, and all of those things. I can be very confused and I could have a lot of emotions, but still, I can still have a very strong feeling and I can still portray myself.
The best part about being a woman, I would say, is our ability to multitask and also the way we lead with empathy, right? A woman can have power, but even with understanding the power that she has, she still thinks about how to connect everyone to feel seen and appreciated.
Having to get things even without asking, it's not difficult to get. So I think for me, that's the best part.
Let's say fine girl privilege. Yeah. Personally, for me, fine girl privilege and, being able to get away with things easily, I guess.
I love myself as a human that God created me. Then secondly, I love the fact that I'm graced with love, with care.
I think that being a woman is powerful, is empowering. Being a woman, for me, has been one of the most beautiful experiences. I'm never restricted to the fact that I'm a woman. I go out, I do things that, without thinking about my gender, I go out and do things the way I feel things should be done.
Man, the fact that my tummy keeps hurting and I just have to be walking. And it's just going to be very crazy, very crazy. Sometimes I could even be vomiting. I'll quickly run to the toilet, vomit, then the next minute I'm on the mic to, walk. It's very crazy.
I think I have learned to bear the pain. Although it's painful sometimes it's not, but I can deal with it. It's not a problem for me. I think the only thing that is a challenge is how every other person sees you at the time. Because whenever I'm on my period, I'm like, like a lion. I come for you. You stress me. In fact, I could remember my last period. I was literally telling my sister, I want to fight. I want to fight somebody. Anybody that tests me, I will fight. I told you, yes, I will fight. Because it's my mood. It's the vibe. So whoever is around me at that time, you just need to understand. You just need to know, oh, she's a woman, and leave me to it, because that's my biggest flex.
It's just going through the cramps and having to show up regardless. You know, you still have to do the work, because if you don't work, how will you get paid? So it's a lot of God I beg, food, and painkillers.
I'm always hungry, very, very angry. I just want to go home at that point, sleep. Everything pisses me off when I'm on my period, and I'm always hungry. So it's not always funny being on my period, I swear.
The fact that I have to work at all, like why am I working during my periods? Do you get what I mean? Do you know what? See, individual experiences, I'm sure they do differ from women to women, but like we all know that there's so many physical things that come with it. I'm talking about headaches, I'm talking about fatigue, you know, you're just a little ill or a lot ill, depending on the woman. You know, there's the emotional part as well, right? The mood swings, you're just not feeling your best. And then you have to be at work. Why am I here? Why am I here?
That I have to work, you know? I have to do anything at all. Some days I wake up and I feel it, and I'm just like, nobody would die. People will still be alive. I don't have to be at work today. I don't have to interact with anybody. And the kind of person I am, I like to be alone. So you can imagine. But yeah, I feel like the worst thing about being an adult and having your period is the fact that you have to do anything at all.
Truth be told, none. I'm not gonna lie. For me, none. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have it, but yeah, you gotta persevere and keep pushing. That's it.
The most stressful part is the productivity part. I don't like the fact that I have to come to work when I'm on my period and I'm having cramps. And it's not all ladies that likes taking drugs. Like me, I don't like taking drugs, so sometimes I just try to handle the pain. I mean, can't they just give us like menstrual-free days? Like,
Just being nauseous all the time, just feeling sick, being in pain, and people yelling at you, telling you you're not doing this right or you're not doing that right. And I don't know, you're just really emotional when you're on your period. I feel like a lot is going on inside your body, and you want to kill everyone, and everyone is yelling at you, especially if you're not necessarily in a place of power. You can't tell anyone to shut up, so you just have to, you know, compose.
I try not to work during my period, to be honest. I think that's the best thing that any woman can come to have. I know that we are all on different levels when it comes to our career, but especially the first 2 days, if women can have the room to stay away from work for those first 2 days, then it will be amazing, right? But I mean, working during periods, you have to deal with your cramps, deal with headaches, deal with everything that comes in between, right? So that's really challenging. I can't pinpoint one thing. The idea that you have to work during your period is ridiculous.
It can be challenging, physically, emotionally, mentally, because sometimes, I mean, I've had cases where I'm just crying for no reason. And then when those days happen, I'm like, when is my period? Oh, right. I mean, I can tell you, I've had friends, I've had conversations where women, the reactions they have during their period, apart from the pain, some people bleed in the nose. It's a lot of stuff. And you still see them, you know, during the whole situation, they clean up nicely and come to work and smile, even when they want to punch the next person in the face, but they still smile and get the job done. I think that is a strength of a woman.
Cramps, painful one, like it's cramps, and I get very irritated, and very agitated during that time of the month.
Oh my God, it's terrible. During your menstrual cycle, you don't even want to stand up from your bed, I guess. Well, maybe what cause? Let me just put it like that. What cause? So you have to stand up, drag yourself, take medications. Just be strong for yourself.
Yeah, it tends to be challenging, such that I'm faced or I feel pain. So at that point, you know, it could be stressful walking, but because you have to walk, so you tend to learn to, you know, cope with this situation. You know, so you don't let it get at you, and you don't let it get at people, because you're in your menstrual period. Everybody you want to make everybody know that you're in your menstrual period, you're going through pains, you know, people should not disturb or bother you. So in that situation, you need to learn to still manage the situation, see how you'll be able to take care of yourself and still do your work.
You're enough, right? You're not inferior. You are a human being. You deserve whatever opportunity the boy child gets. It's not a journey to be a man. It's a journey to be a woman and be your authentic self.
Sometime we would feel like, oh, it's a men's world, but I've gotten to a point where I understand it's not a men's world, to be honest, it's a woman's world. So live it, enjoy it, love it, bask in the glory of being a woman, and whatever it is that you want to achieve, that you're looking forward to, that you've, you know, don't feel less of yourself. Don't feel like you can't do this. I mean, I'm a DJ. Once upon a time, DJing used to be something that, you know, it was a space where you would naturally find men. It's like being a mechanic. But right now, we have so many female DJs doing this job, and we're loving it. We're basking in it. So why not? Just do you. Do what you got to do.
Work hard, do what you have to do, stand strong, be 100% confident, walk into any room with your head up high all the time. And yeah, bring your A game, period.
You can start from scratch at any age. You can do whatever you want to do. You can start over. If you are feeling stagnant doing something you're doing, you can start over. It doesn't matter how old you are. Whatever you believe in, try to believe in something. That gives you a certain level of comfort, you know.
Just hang in there. Don't take BS from no boy. You're the prize, always. I think it's fun being a girl. Don't worry, you wouldn't trade it for anything.
You're a baby girl, so don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And also, yes, be more than just a baby girl. Be a baby girl, but still know your shit. Own yourself. And be productive, learn something, learn a craft, and don't just depend on any man. Because if you do, it's on you if you see any, I don't know, any shaggy.
Something practical you can do is if you can dedicate 1 hour or 2 hours a day to that thing you want to achieve, I promise you after 6 months, you're not going to recognize yourself. This is a promise. So that's what I have to say. Just it's not too much. There are 24 hours in a day. Just take 2 hours out and just concentrate on that thing that you need, and the sky is your starting point.
Every girl child out there should know that to be a woman is to be of substance, to be of value, to be of worth. So I feel like once you follow this pattern and, you know, work hard on yourself, it's just going to come along. Emphasis on self-love. Love yourself as a girl. Oh. No guys get to love you like that.
As a woman, you have to fight for everything before you get it. People don't really respect us. And especially if you are not even married, like it's worse. I just feel like you should just try your best to be the best in every room you find yourself. If you are married, that's fine. You also have your own life to live individually. You have your dreams to achieve outside marriage. Marriage is not an achievement. It's just for companionship. You have to work hard to get what you want.
Don't compare yourself to anybody. You're perfect just the way you are. Once you give everything to God, He gives you everything. Contentment is very, very important. Again, do not compare yourself to anybody.
The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he's old, he will not depart from it. I know you'll be looking at this point that she's bringing up the Bible into it. Yes, there's no way we can do these things without the word of, because that is the first point of learning. So you need to firstly learn from home. Then from home, you're coming out to the society. So bringing all these things together help you to overcome different challenges you'll be facing as a girl child.
Believe in yourself. You belong in whatever room you find yourself in. Don't be afraid to make bold choices. Don't be afraid to dream big. You know what I'm saying? Be confident, and you deserve every good thing that you get. Do not let imposter syndrome stop you. You're amazing.
Shout out to every woman in the world who is waking up, the ones who have kids to take care of even during the period. I don't have kids, I'm not married yet, but I can imagine that being married and having to take care of kids, having your period, cramps, having to come to work, having to tend that to your man. You are a woman, you're powerful, you're beautiful, you're strong, and you will get through it. Happy International Women's Day again to all the beautiful, beautiful women in the world. And I hope that you celebrate yourself today. Take yourself out, buy yourself dinner. Have a good day, guys. Thank you for interviewing me.